this first. Right. Any requests? I do good all in us. Jason Raz. Rusty does a good California Love. Best white guy rapper I've ever seen in my life. Right, before I start actually, I might as well let you know that I'll only refer to him as Rusty rather than Stuart because it'll get far too confusing for me. Nickname didn't come from me, it came from an American guy that worked with us in Starbucks. Right, so, well, this is going to get awkward. Cards, mics. Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming today and making it such a special occasion for Rusty and Zoe, okay? Personally, I wish you all stayed at home and relieved me of my speaking anxiety. Really, this is fake, but it's fake. I sat in front of my wee man, sitting over there, for weeks on end, and I rehearsed this and I rehearsed this in front of him. And it actually got to the point where he turned around and told me to shut up. So, due to that speaking anxiety, I'd asked around a few people for some advice on public speaking, so on. I'm a bit nervous, as you might gather that. And I basically narrowed it down to a top 3. I got loads and loads of advice, narrowed it down to a top 3. So my first one was to picture everyone in their underwear. So I'm just going to go by that. I'll stand here, close my eyes, give me a minute, I'll move on. She's pretty nice. Go Shara, you're new. Oh no, kilts. That's not going to work, guys, it's not going to work. Let's look at number 2. Be yourself. Nah. Zoe's throwing me daggers, I don't think I should be myself. I'll just leave that one out. Keep it short and to the point. I suppose the only problem with that is it's far too similar to Rusty's bedroom performance. So, I'll just leave it at that. Sorry, Granny. There's only a couple more. Right, so as I'm led to believe, when Rusty proposed to Zoe, he dropped to one knee. That'd be not too dissimilar to when he proposed to me to be his best man. He was actually on both knees. Think what you mean. However, the outcome was the same. We both said yes and left with a smile on our face. Right, so before I continue to ruin Rusty's life forever, I'd like to just say a few thank yous. So I'm going to start off with thanking Alan, because he was a wonderful help in setting up the stag do for you. And I'm also going to thank all the boys for making it such a great occasion. And we were all well behaved, as I'm sure you're aware of. And I would also like to say thanks to Grant Hughes. Where's Grant Hughes? Thanks. Nice to see you mother spear, Grant. I'd like to say thanks to Grant because I was worried about putting on a bit extra weight when we were on the stag do, with all the drink, the food, the alcohol, but Grant on the first night decided to do a disappearance act. Me being the best man, Rusty being the groom, we're responsible for walking around Krakow for like 4 hours looking for him. This is at like 6 AM in the morning. Thankfully he was returned home safe. Okay. I would also like to say thanks to both sets of parents for hosting such a wonderful occasion, and thanks to Rusty for finally admitting that I'm the better man. That's my best man today, right? Right, okay. I'd also like to say thanks to the bridesmaids for getting Zoe here looking wonderful as usual, but maybe setting the bar a little bit higher this time. Alright, and the bridesmaids look beautiful as well. So I would like to raise my first toast to the bridesmaids and Zoe, so if everyone could just stand up and raise a glass. Bridesmaids and Zoe. Oh, I needed that. Right, so before I met Rusty, I used to do all that stuff on the internet. It's not what you think. Right? Come across a few websites, and one of them I come across was a Sponsor the Ginger website. On this Sponsor the Ginger website, I read into it, I looked at a few details, and I was like, fair enough, popped in my credit card details. All I expected was a little picture and maybe a wee letter of thank you, and I ended up with a best pal for life. So. So over the past 8 years, I've come to realise what type of person Rusty actually is. Okay, he is smart, he's fun, he's handsome, and he's got great chat. Great chat, really. Come on, mate. If you want me to read something out, make it proper. The truth is, he makes walk from in between us look cool. He has a destructive personality of a puppy. And he also has the excitement of a 4-year-old at Christmas all the time. I'm sure most of you know that. He's late for everything and it's never his fault. That is very, very true. However, I could continue with my own opinion of him, but what I did do is I asked a lot of the boys from the stag to maybe give me a couple of words on how they would actually describe him, okay? Sent them all a text, I asked a few of his close friends as well. 2 people got back to me. I'm not kidding when I say this, 2 people. And it cost me a £5 per head. So I'll start with Chris Johnson. Who's Chris Johnson? Still here? Is he here? Hi, Chris. Right, Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson says he's a nice guy. He's willing to try anything, especially after his stag do, with his cinnamon challenge, chili challenge, and even the epic fart in a cup challenge. You can ask him about that one later. He also hopes that your choice in women are better than your choice in cars after your BMW blew up. Thanks for that, Chris. And for the ever loyal Alan Doyle. That wasn't supposed to rhyme. Rusty's like a 5-year-old kid in a permanent sugar rush. This is one of his many traits that makes him such a good friend. If you ask me, it's a bit gay. Okay. So Rusty and I have been best mates for around about, 8 years now? Am I right? I try to forget. It all started as co-workers in Starbucks. For weeks on end, he was like, Johnny, you're my pal, Johnny, come with me, Johnny, let's go to the gym, we can go around, Johnny. He's just so hyper. I was really weirded out with this guy. Really weirded out with this guy. And I was like, I finally gave in to him. I might have just dropped the card. Yes. So after his desperation, I finally gave in to him. And from then on, I never looked back. He's a great guy, love him to bits. So when you spend as much time as we did together, far too much time for 2 guys, trust me when I say this, from working together, running, cycling, going to the gym, eating penny chew mix-ups, as he would call them, and we competed in a few 24-hour race events, even living together. So when you spend so much time together with someone like that, you get to find out a few of his secrets. It's alright, big man, I'm the best man, I'm not going to release these secrets. I'll never tell anybody that you love JLS. I will never tell anybody you love JLS. Alright, no, well I tell them who used to splash out in posters of them. Seriously though, I expected Rusty to cry today at his wedding. Because the only time I've ever seen him cry is when JLS broke up. I will not reveal his biggest secret though. Because, shut up, shut up again. His biggest secret is between the 14-year-old boy he once was and his mattress. Okay? I'll leave your mind to think about that. Rumour has it, he was turned down for a security guard job at the bed shed as his idea of a mattress protection was wearing a condom. Sorry, maybe I need a roll a bit, I'm sorry. Once the whole mattress, I'm sorry, you should never have told me. Once the whole mattress phase was over, he moved on to something that had a little bit more cushion for the push-in. No prizes for guessing who that was. However, £3,000 laser eye surgery later, he soon realised what a woman was. And that's when he met Zoe. Are you alright? I wasn't there that night, but I can only imagine his face. It must have been very similar when he first discovered a double mattress and thought, your beauty, I'm in with a threesome. One thing I will talk about though, is his love for wolves. Not the football club wolves, the animal wolves. He has an undeniable love for wolves, so much so that he created his own wolf pack. Sitting on this table here, and I'm sadly one of them, yes. He named us all separate wolves. We had white wolf, grey wolf, blood wolf, cub wolf, you name it. But he did take it even further. Not just that, he got t-shirts printed for us, right? We all had to wear t-shirts. White t-shirt for me, grey t-shirt for him, cherry red for Ian, pink one for Sandy. And he took it even further and he got us some contracts to sign as well. We have to sign off on contracts and rules to be part of this wolf pack. Understandably, this means a lot to him. So each and every one of us did. Okay? So for a thank you for the humiliation of being forced into wearing that t-shirt, okay, and to sign my contract, I would like to return the favour and make your big day even bigger. Alright? I'll not get a wolf, sorry. Sorry. Try my best. But I have got you some presents. Zoe's got. This one's Zoe's. Right, really, this is where it starts to get really weird. Right? If you open the cards yet, right? So this will, then you open the present yet, wait for me. So this is where it will get pretty weird, but understandably Rusty's not the least weird guy in the room, right? And this is for him, this is not for me. So if you would like to open your presents, and do what you would actually normally do with these presents, okay? Just open it up. Pop them on. Zoe, please. Can you pretend to be a wolf for a couple of minutes then? Right. Cheers, big guy. Right. So, without Zoe wearing this mask, it's going to be a wee bit strange. I never really thought about that. I would now like to host a mini ceremony to officially marry Zoe into Rusty's wolf pack, as this is one of the rules. So if you can't wear